Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, the Laugh King, coming at you with a quick TLK episode podcast about NBA Live 19. Basically, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about a feature that I always wanted to make a return back in NBA Live, and that feature is auto motion, the ability to turn it off. And as most of you know me and interact with me, you know that's a feature that I've always wanted to be turned off. It was in NBA Live 14 with the ability to turn it off. The reason why I feel it has to be turned off, because it's just a feature that just creates a whole bunch of fake movement out there. And if you pay attention to the videos that were released by EA Sports after EA Play, the footage of the Rockets versus the Celtics, I can't remember who the other teams were. There was another gameplay too. But if you pay attention to the footage in those videos, in those gameplay videos, you'll notice that there's still a lot of random movements by your off-ball teammates, and you can tell they have it turned on in that demo. So when the game drops, I'm definitely going to be showing why auto motion should be turned off, especially for the gamers, the pro gamers that that want to dictate the offense manually. I think it's the best option to put in the game, and that alone for me is worth the purchase, because honestly, NBA Live 18, I just felt like every time down the floor I had to fight with the CPU just to get the CPU to do what I wanted them to do. And it was just so hard at times, because the CPU would see that there's no movement on offense. You could be running down the clock, and the CPU would just run into the lane. The CPU will come take up your space. The CPU would just do a whole bunch of random stuff. And another issue I had with it was that when you go down the court, the big man would automatically post up, and to me that's an actual glitch, because anytime the CPU would try to post up, whether it be on your team or the other team, it just creates a two-man interaction. So that actually opens up the lane for the offensive player to get an easy basket, because it's so hard to break. It was so hard to break out of the animation that it just sometimes it would leave me frustrated. So I'm so happy they turned it off. I'm going to be doing a lot of work with that feature just to see how the offensive sets would run without it. I could finally use the D-pad to dictate offense like how I used to do in NBA Live 14. To me, it makes the gameplay much more realistic. Like if you control a guy like LeBron shouldn't be running off screens or anything like that. Like if you watch the Cavs, that's not what he does. When he has the ball, he's actually dictating the offense, and he's waiting for players to get open so he can create, the opportunity, so he can get the passes to those players. So that's stuff that I want to do in NBA Live, and I'm so happy I'm going to get a chance to experiment with that this year. Also, another feature that he said is in the game, shout out to Obi Wright, the activist OB Dub on Twitter. I interact with him all the time. So he finally got to 600 followers, and he dropped a couple of gems. So he basically said tip-offs don't just go to the point guard anymore. You can finally turn off auto subs, timeouts. I'm guessing that's for head-to-head, because you can do that in the regular play now. And that's another thing. I like that you can control rotations. Hopefully they have it for Ultimate Team too, because you want to be able to run your own lineups. You don't want the auto sub feature is so bad in NBA Live that I think they need some time to overhaul that whole system. Hopefully there's some improvement to it this year, but what I'm really expecting is them to fix it in NBA Live 20. So he also said more offensive formations have been added, and what I've just been talking about, you can turn offensive motion off. There's also, I also heard that there's the triangle offense in NBA Live. So you never know, man. What they probably added. There's actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I heard there was about 7 offensive sets that you could run in NBA Live. So if you don't know what the offenses are, there's motion offense, there's set offense, read and react offense, dribble drive offense, triangle offense, pick and roll offense, and the Princeton offense. So I'm assuming that those are the, those are the sets that you'll be able to choose from. It's so refreshing that they put all these things in the game, because at the end of the day, you want to play basketball the right way, and for them to implement these things and these offensive motion sets in NBA Live, it just shows that they're ready to evolve the game from just a fun pick up and play game. And well, you can do that when you buy the game, but for guys like me who like to play more basketball rather than, well, different types of styles, I should say. So I like to run slow offenses at times. I like to run fast offense. I do a lot of pick and roll. Pick and roll in NBA Live 18 is pretty much the main offense you can go to. So it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be fun that I can experiment with different offensive sets in NBA Live 19. Let me see if there's anything else to add to the list. Formations. Yeah, so it's right now. Yeah, there's multiple variations of each offense. So it's not just you're just gonna run the triangle. There's different variations of each. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they put in the game. Another guy said, Joel Thornton. He's on Twitter. He said it's at least 7 different formations that I've seen for sure in the alpha stage. So who knows if they're gonna add more. I'm so happy they put these different things in the game. It's just so refreshing that they actually listened. I remember a few months ago, one of the devs, most of the devs follow me on Twitter anyway, and I actually talked to him about the auto motion, the live motion. I was telling him, I'm like, I don't care if that it's in the game. I just wanted the ability to turn it off so I can run my own sets and control the offense. And I made sure that he knew that it was bad. I even posted a whole bunch of videos and stuff showing why I don't want it in the game. And I'm pretty sure they improved on it, but for me, I just wanna dictate the offense out there. I want to dictate the game out there. I don't want to be just a guy who gets spoon-fed on offense and defense. I'd rather just get burned on my own, run what I want to run. If the offense is if the offense breaks down, I can reset. So it's just refreshing that they put it in the game. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just glad I don't have to fight with the CPU anymore, man. That was so annoying in NBA Live 18. And what do you guys think about these new features that have been unveiled? You don't really see them in the gameplay videos, because a lot of these guys, they don't click plays, play calling when they're playing. They just go down the court and let the live motion do what it does. And I can't wait to see what they actually put in the game. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment down below on what you think about what you think about these features. And that's it. I'm out of here. Peace.
Confession. I possess the God particle, lock me up for possession. Your relationship with God should be great for proper protection. Bitch, I am the show and prove, ain't no need to ask me no question. The segregation real, you should probably stay in your section.